All right, so how about the lineup for the Yankees versus the Mets? Game 1 of 2, Subway Series in Citi Field. Now, I have a little bit of Yankee news prior to that I want to share with you that's roster-related. Well, not necessarily active. Well, it is roster-related. So I had 2 pieces of news, actually. So if you enjoy that stuff, before I put the lineup, and you don't want to miss any Yankees news, and you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do, because you're going to get everything filled into your information folder here, whether it's breaking news, any other types of news, especially as we're a week away from the trade deadline when things get crazy. You're going to get everything here, and I don't want you to miss it. So I hope you do that. Now, let's pivot to news piece number 1. Ryan Weber, who was a pitcher that the Yankees have used recently in calling him up and sending him out, calling him up and sending him out, optioning this, add this and that, to help put other players back on the roster. He was actually a reliable pitcher when the Yankees used him in games, too. He's officially elected free agency, and in fact, I can't blame the guy. So maybe he gets an opportunity with another team who's not going to just manipulate him every other day and send him out and bring him back, send him out and bring him back. So I wish him well, no matter where he signs. I would be surprised if he signs back with the Yankees, but you never know. It reminds me of manipulation of service time, too. Particularly with guys like Miguel Andujar and to a bigger degree, to a greater degree, Estevan Florial. If you're not going to play these guys, please trade them and give them an opportunity elsewhere. Use them as part of a trade to get a piece that you're going to use on a regular basis. Please not manipulate these guys anymore. They're tearing the cover off the ball in the AAA, and they're there. We could use them at the very least as depth pieces here, but they're not. They'd be 100 times more productive than Joey Gallo is, unfortunately, and they're not being used. They're just sitting there in AAA. So please trade them if you're not going to use them. Now back to the other piece of news, Giancarlo Stanton. I put this out early, but if you haven't heard, Giancarlo Stanton's on the IL, the 10-day IL, retroactive to 24th of the month. Tim LoCastro's been called up, so the Yankees are at the very least bringing some speed and defense up here to complement what they generally don't have, or they could be getting with guys like Estevan Florial, but are not. Maybe they prefer LoCastro over Florial. I'm not exactly sure, but at least we have another speedy leg guy here to complement Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, who's the only other guy who really shows any speed. So having 2 would be a good idea. Now let's pivot over to the lineup. DJ LeMahieu's leading off, playing second base. Aaron Judge playing center field, batting second. Anthony Rizzo batting third at first base. Gleyber Torres DHing cleanup spot. Matt Carpenter, Matty Matt, is in right field at batting fifth. Josh Donaldson batting sixth, third base. Aaron Hicks, left field, batting seventh. IKF, shortstop, batting eighth. And at the dish, yes, Jose Trevino, all-star Jose Trevino at the dish, batting ninth. And his battery mate is Monty, Jordan Montgomery. He'll be facing Taijuan Walker from the Mets. Now, I did hear, too, that Max Scherzer was supposed to pitch tomorrow, but I'm hearing conflicting news now, too. So it's going to be Domingo Germán versus either Scherzer or somebody else from the Mets tomorrow. I'm still not confident with Domingo Germán, so hopefully the Yankees will take advantage of guys like Clark Schmidt and J.P. Sears and some of these other guys if these guys get in trouble. Either one of these guys get in trouble. Let them throw some extra innings. They can be, giving them value that Michael King gave us. And I also put out a video on some good news where the Yankees received on Michael King today. That's in the description below. If you haven't seen that, take a look at that one as well. But that's the lineup, and I'm relatively confident. The only guy that's not there to me is Stanton. So the Mets obviously have a pretty tough lineup. They're going to be tough to beat. So we'll see what happens there. But I'll see you for the recap. Over and out.